Have you ever wondered why some people struggle financially, no matter what? And imagine earning money, but still feeling like you're barely surviving each month. You're not alone. Millions of young adults face the same hidden money traps. What if I told you that a few small mistakes could ruin your future? Every financial decision you make today shapes the life you'll have tomorrow. Think about the last time you spent money without considering the consequences. That tiny habit could be silently draining your bank account over time. It's easy to ignore money mistakes, especially when life feels exciting now, but ignoring them could cost you years of financial freedom and stability. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by bills, student loans, or unexpected expenses? Many young adults fall into the patterns that are surprisingly avoidable with awareness. The choices you make in your 20s often echo loudly in your 30s. Have you considered how small habits like coffee runs that affect your savings? Money isn't just numbers, it's emotions, decisions, and its patterns intertwine every day. You might think you're making smart choices, but appearances can be deceiving. What if your fun spending is secretly keeping you from building wealth? Sometimes financial mistakes are invisible until they snowball into larger problems. Picture your future self, frustrated, wishing you had learned financial lessons sooner. You can change your path now, but only if you recognize the mistakes. The truth is, most financial struggles start with a few common errors. Overspending, debt traps, and ignoring investments are more dangerous than you think. You might feel confident, but confidence doesn't always equal financial wisdom. Have you ever borrowed money thinking it was harmless at the moment? Those small decisions can quietly compound into huge financial stress later. Many young adults repeat the same mistakes over and over unknowingly. It's not about earning more. It's about making smarter choices with what you have. Have you noticed friends struggling financially despite earning good salaries? It usually comes down to habits, not just income or opportunity alone. Imagine avoiding those mistakes and having control over your financial destiny. You feel freedom, confidence, and security in ways you never imagined possible. Money mistakes aren't permanent, but they are costly if ignored too long. Every decision you make today sends ripples into your financial future. How often do you reflect on your spending versus saving patterns honestly? Awareness is the first step toward breaking free from financial pitfalls. Many young adults treat money like it grows on trees or magically appears. That mindset is a silent thief of opportunities and long-term wealth. Have you ever bought something immediately without considering your budget carefully? Impulse purchases are small, but they quietly erode your financial foundation. It's okay to make mistakes, but only if you learn and adapt quickly. The right knowledge now can save you years of stress and lost money. Have you ever regretted a financial decision the moment it was made? Those regrets are signals your habits need urgent attention and revision. Most young adults avoid money conversations because they feel intimidating or uncomfortable, but ignoring reality only allows mistakes to grow stronger and more expensive. What if learning a few key habits today completely transform your finances? Imagine paying off debt faster, saving effortlessly, and investing with confidence. It's not impossible. It just requires awareness, guidance, and a willingness to act. The sooner you notice these mistakes, the sooner you regain control financially. And then ask yourself, am I making choices that serve my future or my impulses? Every decision has consequences, even the ones that feel harmless or small. If you continue blindly, you might repeat mistakes countless times before noticing. The good news is you can stop the cycle before it becomes permanent. Today, we'll uncover the most common money mistakes young adults often make. You'll learn to identify, avoid, and fix these habits before they cost dearly. By the end, you'll see your finances with fresh eyes and clarity. Let's start with a mistake almost every young adult unknowingly makes. Overspending on lifestyle choices often feels harmless but quietly drains your account. Imagine someone earning $3,000 monthly but spending $2,075 on impulsively every month. They think they're managing well, but the cycle slowly becomes dangerous. A daily coffee habit, frequent takeout, or online shopping adds up quickly. These small decisions may feel minor but compound into thousands lost yearly. Think about friends who always complain about money despite earning enough. Many struggle because they never track where their money actually goes. Budgeting isn't just a suggestion, it's the foundation of financial control. Even simple tools like spreadsheets or apps make a massive difference. Without awareness, money slips through your fingers before you even notice it. Another common mistake is relying too heavily on credit cards carelessly. Credit cards give a false sense of financial freedom and security. You swipe now thinking that you'll pay later, but interest accumulates silently. Meet Sarah. She thought credit cards were harmless until debt piled high. She had ignored statements, assuming she could catch up next month easily. Within a year, her debt doubled, creating stress she never expected. Learning to use credit responsibly can prevent unnecessary financial pressure. Avoid buying things you can't afford with money you don't have. The next mistake it is neglecting emergency savings until it's too late. Life it is unpredictable and expenses often appear when you least expect. Imagine your car breaking down with no money saved to fix it. Without a safety net, you may be forced into high interest loans. Even 500 saved can prevent a financial crisis from spinning out. Many young adults underestimate how important it is to plan ahead. They prioritize today's wants over tomorrow's needs repeatedly without thinking. Another hidden mistake is ignoring long-term investments for short-term pleasures. Saving for retirement may seem distant, but time compounds wealth exponentially. Start small, even 50 to monthly, and watch it grow over decades. Meet Alex, who delayed investing for years, now wishing he started earlier. Small early investments could have multiplied to significant wealth over time. Ignoring financial education is also a costly mistake many overlook completely. Schools rarely teach budgeting, taxes, or investing, leaving adults unprepared. Many rely on their trial and error instead of informed strategic decision-making. Learning even basic financial principles can prevent lifelong struggles later. Think about how many people work tirelessly yet feel financially trapped. Often it's because they never learned the essential money skills early. Another mistake is living paycheck to paycheck without assessing spending patterns. They survive, but they never truly thrive financially or feel secure. Awareness and planning are the keys to breaking this cycle effectively. Peer pressure also drives many into financial mistakes unintentionally every day. Comparing lifestyles or keeping up with friends creates unnecessary spending stress. Social media amplifies this, showing curated lives that seem normal, but reality rarely matches what we see online, creating false financial expectations. Overspending to impress others rarely leads to genuine happiness or stability. Another trap is ignoring debt interest rates and minimum payment consequences. Students often carry loans without understanding how interest grows month by month. Even small delays in repayment can cost thousands over the long term. Knowing the maths behind debt empowers you to make smarter choices immediately. Many avoid checking the statements, hoping problems will magically disappear eventually, but financial avoidance only magnifies mistakes, making them harder to fix later. The final major mistake is failing to set realistic, achievable financial goals. Without clear goals, spending and saving become aimless and ineffective habits. Planning milestones, budgets, and investments creates accountability and direction in life. Recognizing these mistakes allows you to act now and regain control financially. Here's a surprising truth many young adults never realize about money habits. Most mistakes aren't caused by lack of money, but by mindset instead. Your attitude toward money can silently sabotage your financial growth over time. Think about someone earning well, yet constantly stressed about finances daily. High income doesn't guarantee wealth if spending habits remain uncontrolled and impulsive. The real twist, financial struggles are often self-inflicted through unconscious choices. Many blame the economy, jobs, or luck, missing the real culprit entirely. Your daily habits, decisions, and priorities quietly determine financial outcomes consistently. Meet Jake. He earned 6 figures but still lived paycheck to paycheck. He realized the issue wasn't money. It was his mindset towards spending. Jake always prioritized instant gratification over long-term planning without even noticing. He thought small indulgences didn't matter, but they added up exponentially fast. This reveals a hidden principle. Money mistakes are more psychological than practical. Even small, repeated errors compound into significant financial stress over time. Many young adults fail because they ignore emotional triggers behind spending decisions. Stress, boredom, or comparison often leads to impulsive purchases without thought. Understanding why you spend is as important as how much you spend. Here's another twist. Financial knowledge alone isn't enough to change behavior. Awareness of mistakes must be paired with deliberate action to see results. You can know all budgeting rules, yet still fall into old habits unconsciously. The hidden obstacle is self-discipline or the lack of it in daily life. Think about why some people save effortlessly while others struggle endlessly. It's rarely luck, it's consistent mindset and conscious decision making that separates them. Many young adults underestimate how deeply habits shape financial outcomes long term. Small, repeated errors create invisible barriers to freedom and security silently. Here's this shocking insight: money mistakes are often repeat patterns from upbringing, childhood habits, family attitudes, and social conditioning influence adult financial choices. You may be repeating mistakes learned unconsciously without even realizing it. Recognizing this is the first step toward breaking destructive financial cycles. Another hidden twist: happiness often drives financial decisions more than logic does. People spend to feel good temporarily, but it rarely creates lasting satisfaction. Emotional spending is an invisible force, silently eating away at potential wealth. Understanding triggers gives you power to pause before making impulsive choices. The deeper insight: control over money begins with control over emotions first. Many young adults overlook this, focusing only on external solutions like income. But mindset, discipline, and awareness determine the effectiveness of every financial strategy. Here's a powerful realization: mistakes are not failures, but lessons disguised cleverly. Each era highlights blind spots and areas where your habits need improvement. Jake from earlier learned this and completely transformed his financial behavior. He started tracking emotions behind spending and building new habits and setting goals. Within months, he gained control, reduced debt, and increased savings significantly. The twist: real financial freedom comes from understanding yourself, not just numbers. Money reflects habits, values, and decisions more than the size of your paycheck. Young adults who change mindset early gain exponential advantages over peers later. Recognizing hidden mistakes allows you to prevent problems before they even appear. Many ignore small issues until they snowball into overwhelming financial crises. Here's the insight: money mistakes are signals, not permanent judgments about you. Each mistake points to a habit that can be corrected consciously and intentionally. Awareness, reflection, and action form a powerful trio for overcoming financial challenges. The deeper truth: changing your habits transforms both finances and confidence simultaneously. You can earn the same money but feel wealthier by spending wisely. Financial freedom is often less about money earned, more about choices made. The hidden twist: mastery over money starts internally, not externally or magically. Recognize patterns, challenge impulses, and develop habits that serve long-term success. This insight sets the stage for actionable strategies we'll discuss next clearly. Now that you understand common money mistakes, it's time to take action. Knowledge without action is wasted. Habits must change to see real results. Start by tracking every expense for 1 month to gain clarity immediately. Awareness is the first step toward making smarter, intentional financial choices. Identify areas where overspending or impulsive habits silently drain your resources. Cut unnecessary expenses gradually without sacrificing essentials or personal well-being. Small adjustments create compound results over weeks, months, and years exponentially. Create a budget that aligns with your goals, values, and priorities consistently. Allocate money for needs, wants, and savings to maintain balanced control. Set realistic, measurable, and achievable financial goals to track progress effectively. Start an emergency fund. Even small contributions build security over time. Pay off high-interest debt first to reduce financial stress immediately and sustainably. Automate savings and investments to remove reliance on willpower alone consistently. Explore investment options that suit your risk tolerance and long-term objectives wisely. Remember, time is your greatest ally when it comes to building wealth gradually. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Your journey is unique and personal entirely. Reflect regularly on financial decisions to identify patterns and improve continuously. Embrace delayed gratification. Short-term restraint unlocks long-term freedom and abundance. Educate yourself continuously about money, investing, and personal finance strategically. Knowledge empowers you to make smarter decisions and avoid repeating costly mistakes. Surround yourself with people who value financial responsibility and growth consistently. Peer influence is powerful. Positive examples reinforce discipline and mindful habits. Celebrate small victories like paying off debt or saving the first milestone. These achievements build momentum and the motivation for larger financial goals gradually. Reframe financial mistakes as lessons. Each error is an opportunity to improve. Avoid shame or guilt. They only distract from actionable, solution-oriented thinking immediately. Track progress visually, like graphs or charts, to maintain awareness and motivation. Consider apps or tools that simplify budgeting and tracking and goal setting efficiently. Regularly review subscriptions and recurring charges to eliminate hidden, unnecessary expenses. Be intentional with spending. Question each purchase before committing impulsively every time. Develop a mindset of abundance, focusing on growth instead of scarcity constantly. Allocate a portion of income for experiences, not just material items, wisely. Mindful spending creates satisfaction without jeopardizing long-term financial stability permanently. Remember, small, consistent actions compound into life-changing results over time inevitably. Prioritize self-discipline. It's the backbone of financial freedom and control consistently. Avoid shortcuts that promise quick wealth. They often lead to significant losses. Be patient. Wealth that is built steadily, not that overnight, despite societal pressures constantly. Educate yourself on investing early. Time amplifies growth exponentially and safely. Seek advice from trusted mentors, financial planners, or knowledgeable friends wisely. Avoid decisions based solely on fear, hype, or societal pressure impulsively always. Regularly reassess goals as life circumstances, priorities, and income evolve over time. Teach others, share insights, and reinforce positive financial habits with friends consistently. The act of explaining concepts strengthens understanding and commitment deeply. Revisit your mindset often. Your beliefs about money shape habits significantly. Reflect on progress monthly to celebrate growth and identify areas needing improvement. And remember, mistakes are temporary. Proactive steps today prevent future financial regrets entirely. Control starts with awareness, moves through action, and grows into confident mastery consistently. By following these steps, you'll experience less stress and more financial freedom gradually. The journey may be challenging, but persistence creates results that feel incredible ultimately. Commit to change now. Your future self will thank you immensely and sincerely. Every smart decision compounds into financial security, opportunity, and personal empowerment continuously. Start today by reviewing spending, setting goals, or saving even a small amount. Each step, no matter how small, moves you closer to financial independence permanently. Remember, the power to change your financial story lies entirely within your hands. Take control now, act deliberately, and watch your financial life transform completely. Now you have the knowledge to avoid the most common money mistakes. Awareness alone isn't enough. Action is what truly changes financial outcomes permanently. Remember, small steps every day create big transformations over time effectively. Imagine looking back in 5 years financially stable, confident, and debt-free. That reality starts with the choices you make right here, right now. Visualize your future self enjoying freedom, security, and opportunities without financial stress. Every positive habit you build today multiplies and compounds into significant wealth. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it rarely ever arrives naturally. Start now, even with small changes, and momentum will follow quickly. Make a plan, track spending, and commit to consistent, intentional actions daily. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth, discipline, and financial responsibility consistently. Share what you learn with friends. Teaching reinforces knowledge and accountability strongly. Embrace mistakes as lessons. They guide you towards smarter decisions moving you forward. Reflect regularly. Adjust strategies and celebrate every progress milestone you achieve meaningfully. Use technology, apps, or tools to simplify budgeting, saving, and investment tracking efficiently. Pay off high-interest debt first, then focus on building emergency savings steadily. Automate savings and investments to remove reliance on willpower alone effectively. Avoid comparing your journey to others. Financial growth is personal and unique always. Focus on progress, not perfection, and let patience shape sustainable financial success naturally. Set long-term goals for security, freedom, and wealth, then break them into steps. Start investing early, even small amounts, to harness the power of compounding consistently. Learn to distinguish between wants and needs, spending wisely without guilt or stress. Mindset matters. Believing in your ability to succeed drives consistent, disciplined action. Emotional spending is normal. Recognize triggers, pause, and redirect decisions consciously each time. Every dollar saved and invested today builds confidence, security, and future opportunities exponentially. Avoid shortcuts promising instant wealth. They rarely deliver and often cause setbacks seriously. Financial freedom is less about income size and more about discipline, smart choices. Track progress visually, celebrate milestones, and reflect on lessons learned regularly. Always reassess goals periodically to ensure they align with evolving priorities and circumstances effectively. Commit to ongoing learning. Financial education transforms habits and unlocks hidden opportunities continually. Even a minor adjustments compound, leading to significant financial growth over months and years. Avoid fear-driven decisions. Act strategically, not impulsively, even under pressure, consistently. Teaching and sharing insights reinforces your understanding and encourages accountability in others naturally. Start by reviewing last month's spending and identifying areas for improvement immediately. Allocate money intentionally for needs, wants, savings, and investments for balance control always. Set up automatic transfers to savings or investment accounts to reduce reliance on discipline. Visualize the life you want and align financial decisions with that vision constantly. Remember, wealth grows gradually, but consistent effort ensures it becomes sustainable and secure. Avoid ignoring small mistakes. Addressing them early prevents costly consequences later effectively. Build an emergency fund to navigate unexpected events without stress or panic easily. Mindset shifts, disciplined habits, and intentional action create true financial independence eventually. Reflect daily or weekly to reinforce good habits and correct deviations quickly. Celebrate every debt paid off, every goal met, and every saving milestone achieved meaningfully. Your financial journey is yours alone. Embrace it with patience, so with persistence and focus. Use mistakes as feedback, not failures. They guide you towards smarter future decisions wisely. Surround yourself with supportive people who value financial growth, knowledge, and a responsibility constantly. Start small, but start now. Time amplifies effort into lasting results tremendously. Each decision you make compounds, shaping your financial future more than you realize truly. Take control of your spending, save consistently, and invest with confidence. Starting today, remember, financial freedom is possible for anyone willing to learn, reflect, and act intentionally. Commit to growth, embrace lessons, and focus on creating a secure financial foundation steadily. By acting today, you empower your future self with stability, freedom, and opportunity greatly. Your journey begins now, one choice, one habit, one action at a time, continuously. Financial mastery isn't luck, it's intentionality, discipline, and consistent strategic effort.